In this video, we'll talk about bulk operations in Struct PIM. So what is a bulk operation? It's typically when you want to perform an action on multiple products at the same time. So let's go to our PIM area and take a look at our products here. So let's say that we want to work with the top 5 products right here. And immediately as we selected these 5 products, we saw that a small menu popped up here. And there's even the last one here that says more actions. We can even expand this, and there are even more actions that we can choose from here as well. And in this video, we won't be going through all these different options. We'll just focus on the most important bulk operations that we can perform here. So if we just take the first one here, the bulk update option, if we click this with the 5 products selected, we can choose a field that we want to update across all these 5 products. So this is typically what we would use if we want all these 5 products to have the same value across one field here. So let's say that we want to update the brand field across all products, and we can enter a new value here. And since this is based off of a global list attribute, we can select from our list of brands that we've already created using the global list. So here I could say Stelton, and all 5 products here will be updated to have the Stelton brand. Now let's go back to the listing here and take a look at some of the other options. So right next to the bulk update, we have the export option as well. So here we can export these 5 products in different file formats. We can export to Excel, to JSON, and to XML as well. And we can use existing templates that we've already set up. Instead of having to redo the work every time, we can simply just select one of these templates that we've set up with the necessary columns and syntax that we want to work with on the outside. So let's now move on to the next bulk operation. And here we see that we can create a task. So what this does is it attaches the 5 selected products as entities with the task here. So we can give the task a name. It could be something like create a video for these products. And then we would give this task a description if that was necessary. And here we can select who is responsible for this task, and we can select between either users or groups of users as well. And then down here, we set the deadline for the task, a simple calendar selector that we can fill out like this. And as mentioned, the 5 products that were selected are automatically added as attached entities with this task. So when our users work with the task, they actually see the products that they need to go through one by one. And let's move on again. Let's open this more actions. And here we can decide to archive the products if they aren't relevant anymore, but instead of deleting them completely from the system, we can just archive them. We could even classify products, and what this means is we can categorize products. So here the first option is that we can add products to categories, and this would add them to new categories aside from the categories that they are already a part of. And just below, we have the option to move the products entirely to a new set of categories altogether. We can also remove products from categories, and we can set a primary category to those products. So let's go back here again. So this is an interesting one, export publications. This allows us to, if we obviously have the publications add-on in our Struct PIM account, we can choose the publication template that we've set up in our account. And this could be things like a product sheet, for example. We can select the languages. Down here, we have the different data segments that we've set up in this particular demo account of Struct PIM. So in our case here, we have currency as as a dimension with multiple segments in it. And we also have market as a dimension with 3 different segments here. So we can select the entire data set that we want to work with specifically. And this would then give us the option to finally export these 5 products using this publication template that we've set up in our Struct PIM account. So let's go back. Another bulk operation we can do is we can translate data, and this feature is part of our AI Assistant add-on. So this requires the AI Assistant to be activated in your account. So here we have selected 5 products, as we can see. So we can choose here between whether or not we want to translate all fields belonging to the products, or simply just select the fields that we want to translate themselves. So here we can say, okay, we want the long description field to be translated and nothing else in the system. So we could go through this process and all the fields would be updated and translated automatically in the background. And the same is the case for generate text. This is also part of the AI Assistant add-on. So make sure to also watch the video that we have on the AI Assistant. So here we can choose any of our commands or prompts that we've already set up in the system. So we could say things like, I want you to generate a B2C teaser text from the product description. So if we select this, and here we have the option of selecting whether or not we want to approve the changes before saving, or if we want the AI Assistant to just save the text directly inside the products. You can say, yes, we want to approve before saving, and then it would just perform the changes in the background so we can actually access this report, and it would give us a sum up of what was changed, and we can approve the changes or decline them as we want. So let's go back again. Let's select the 5 products one more time. And the last 4 options here are more advanced and not that relevant for this video, but we could do things like change the product structure of the products that we've selected here, or we could even do things like merge these products together if they were in fact the same product. So this is typically something that could occur when you import products from the outside. So that's it about the bulk operations in Struct PIM. We do have other videos that go into greater detail with each of these different options that we have here. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to also watch some of our other feature highlight videos.